Hello student, we are continue the last lecture of phylum Nematoda. In Nematoda we have seen this Ascaris lumbricoids. Already we have seen about the Ascaris lumbricoids, but these peoples when they are become infected with the ascarid worms, when it is uncooked vegetables and other food materials, when we are eaten with their children, in your family members, in this their mouths they are infected, and worms eggs are extremely resistant to harsh conditions other than direct sunlight and high temperatures. They can survive in soil for months and sometimes even years. When the eggs are consumed, they hatch in the host intestine and penetrate the intestinal wall to reach the host in the blood stream. See, these Ascaris lumbricoids, it is one of the host blood stream, and the juvenile makes their way to the lungs. Once worms reach in the lungs, it will cause many type of the infection and the disease, and definitely the peoples will not survive properly. So their lungs is important for their work in the respiratory system, and this when the lungs they are infected, the person will be collapsed. They do not have any type of the respiration take place. So we have to take the uncooked food. It should be avoided. The proper food should be taken with the help of the cooking materials, so that if this will be happen, it will damage their many circumstances in the humans. See this, how this look like a Ascaris lumbricoids. It is one of the kind of round worms. It look like, and they are showing the post surgery in resected bowels of the humans. And there are many type of the these Ascaris lumbricoids in the large worms, round worms. It growing a length up to the 35 centimeter, and it is one of the several species of Ascaris. There are many type of the species we can have observed in the humans. As ascarid nematodes of the phylum Nematoda, it is the most common parasitic worms in the humans. So you can see how the life cycles the Ascaris species. It look like it is infective eggs are swallowed in the human intestines. It reaches to the eggs and the small intestine, and it hatches during the breeding period. And these larvae migrate to hepatic portal through the intestine wall, that is 1 to 2 dpi. Then the larvae enters lungs and alveolar spaces, causing the cough. The cough of larvae are swallowed, and the larvae reach small intestine for a second time. The mature species of this Ascaris, they are found in the human intestine. And when these adult worms lay the eggs at the time of the maturity stages of their Ascaris lumbricoids, and when these eggs are passed in phases and embryonate, becoming infective in a few weeks of their humans. So that we must take care from this type of the parasites, otherwise it will damage the many type of the organs in the endocrine glands, internal structure of the body. Another, the hookworms get their name from their anterior end, and which curves like a hook. They burrow their hook mouths into the intestines of humans and suck the blood, and it can cause anemia in people. It can delay mental and physical growth in children and can cause the physical fatigue. The life cycle and transmission is similar to Ascaris worms, that is intestinal roundworms. So the hookworms, you can see when they are attached to the skin or body of the humans, and they are easily take place their specific area and develop the life cycles. The another one example is the Trianilla spiralis. It is one of the phylum example of phylum Nematoda. This is responsible for the potentially fatal disease, and it is also commonly called as the trichinosis. The female produce the live youngs in cervivally, and the juveniles penetrate skeletal muscles where they burrow and develop into cysts in the muscle tissue called the nerve cells. The transmission occurs when meat from an animal containing nerve cells is ingested. The juvenile worms are liberated into the intestine where the mature stages develop. So this another example of this Trichinella spiralis. You can see when you can observe under the microscope in a laboratory of this Trichinella spiralis, you can see this many type of the structure will observe, and these larvae when are ingested in the uncooked meals, the larvae are released from the nerve cells in the stomach. So this larvae enters the spinal area of their animals in a small intestines, and this life cycle will start from the intestines to female shades, then pathology, newborn larvae, how they are developed in the skeletal muscle cells, the nerve cell larva complex form, and the calcified nerve cells larvae comprises. So the another one example, it is also known as the pinworms. These pinworms is the one of the important for their parasitic zones. It is a caused of very few symptoms, but are the most common worms parasite in the United States. The parasite also, they are required the physical climate, environment condition for the breeding and development of their life cycle. When this contamination of the hands and the bed sheets, the scratching of the eggs is transmitted, swallowed and tested by using the Scotch tape methods. The filarial worms, about 250 million people infected worldwide, and mostly the tropical countries, they are exhibited this type of the parasites, and it causes the obstruction and inflammation of the lymphatic system. So the example of this filarial worms, the mosquitoes can carry the disease and extreme manifestations, and it can cause the elephantiasis. And this elephantiasis is a condition caused by the swelling of certain parts of the body, such as the legs, arms and the genital pores. जर फिलारियल वर्म्स जर समजा आपल्या शरीरामध्ये जर एंटर केला किंवा बाईट केला तर आपल्याला एक प्रकारचं जसं हत्ती रोग म्हणतो आपण, पायाची भाग तो सुजल्या जातो, स्वेल होतो, हाताचा भाग किंवा जेनायटल पोर्स जे काय असेल ऑर्गन्स ते, तर दॅट इज नोन ॲज द एलिफंटियालिस. आपण त्याला hatti rog mandu. So you can see the example of the elephantalis, how they look like the images of these eggs when they are filarial larvae enters in the body. Definitely it will may the cause the very infectious, so that you may take care for this, avoid this type of the filarial worms. So it is also known as the most common forms of filarial worms is the dog heartworm, and it carried and transmitted by mosquito can also infect cats, ferrets, sea lions, and occasionally humans. The phylum Rotifera, it is pronounced Rotifera. Name means rota, wheel, fera, to bear. The wheel bearing animals. The name comes from their ciliated crown called the corona. So this Rotifera is the rota means wheel and fera means beard. The wheel bearing animals, the name comes from their ciliated crown called a corona. When a corona beats, it has the appearance of a rotating wheel, smallest animals in the world. The range in size from 40 micrometers to 3 mm and average size 0.1 mm to 0.5 mm. So you can see this is the example of rotifers, how it look like: the cilia, mouth, mustache, pseudocele, stomach, anus, intestine, and this is the example of this rotifers, how it look like very nicely. But these are also, they are infected to the people. So when we are going to study the ecology of rotifers, the rotifers is a cosmopolitan, which means they are found all over the world in the territory, non-territory, and the cold area. Most rotifers lie on the bottom of the freshwater lakes, pond. Some are marine and terrestrial habitat also, but naturally they are found in a freshwater bodies. And most rotifers are eating the planktons like phyto, zooplankton, etc. And these are epizoic, lie on the surface of the animals. The anatomy, you can observe this, the many type of the observation will made for the anatomical structure. You can see this sectional body of the structure in their anatomy, look like the trophy, trunk, stomach, etc. The phylum Acanthocephala, it is pronounced, the name means acanthospine or thorn. The acaspine headed worms, Acanthocephalans, get their name from a proboscis. And this example of this phylum Acanthocoela, you can see this how they are look like a structure, and it is a mouth structure of the body. You can see the hook, proboscis, and refractor, the muscles. So this the phylum Nematoda, the phylum Acanthocephala, rotifer, etc.